Hook. She was pregnant, and completely alone at a funeral. But what happened after a kind single dad stepped forward to help her would shake him to his core, because kindness was about to return to him in a way he never imagined. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Goodness Hub Stories for more life-changing tales. The rain fell in gentle sheets over the cemetery, soft enough to feel peaceful, yet heavy enough that most people kept their umbrellas close. The funeral was modest, maybe 15 people scattered around the fresh grave, heads bowed, shoulders drawn in grief. Among them stood a young woman, visibly pregnant, drenched in rain because she didn't even carry an umbrella. Her hands trembled on her belly as she stared at the coffin lowering into the earth. She looked lost, abandoned, as if the ground beneath her feet had already cracked. On the other side of the gathering stood Daniel, a 35-year-old single dad who had only come because the deceased had once been his mentor, a quiet old man named Mr. Harrow, who lived alone, kept to himself, and gifted wisdom more often than he accepted help. Daniel wasn't family, not even close. He didn't expect to receive anything from the funeral besides closure. But when he noticed the young pregnant woman swaying, her lips pale, her eyes glazed with grief, his instincts pulled him forward. Daniel knew what loneliness felt like. He had raised his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, alone since his wife passed away 3 years earlier. Loss had a specific weight, and he recognized it in her instantly. When the funeral ended and everyone began drifting away, she remained frozen beside the grave. Daniel approached slowly. "Hey, are you okay?" he asked gently, holding his umbrella so it covered her too. She didn't look up for a few seconds. Then her voice came out barely above a whisper. "I shouldn't be here by myself." Her voice cracked. "But I don't have anyone left." Daniel's heart tightened. "I'm Daniel," he said softly. "And I'm sorry for your loss." "Were you close to him?" Her eyes filled again. "He was my grandfather," she said. "The only family I had who didn't give up on me when I got pregnant." She placed a shaky hand over her belly. "He helped me through everything. Now I don't know what I'm supposed to do." A cold gust made her shiver, and Daniel noticed her thin clothes, the way she subconsciously stepped closer to the warmth of his presence. "Let me walk you to your car," he offered. She hesitated, then nodded. But when they reached the parking area, she stopped in embarrassment. "I didn't come in a car. I walked." Daniel frowned. "In the rain. How far?" "About 40 minutes, she said quietly. "My place is all I have left." Something inside him snapped, the same instinct that guided him every time Lily cried at night or scraped her knee. "No," he said firmly. "You're not walking anywhere like this. Let me give you a ride." She blinked back tears. "Why would you help me?" He shrugged softly. "Because someone helped me when I needed it most. And today, you look like you need someone." She finally nodded, and he helped her into his car. As he drove, she introduced herself. "My name's Amelia." Her voice warmed a little. "And you're a single dad?" Daniel smiled. "Yeah, Lily's my whole world. She's with her school right now." For the first time, Amelia gave a tiny smile. "Your daughter is lucky." They talked gently through the ride, about grief, about unborn babies, about the strange ways life takes things away only to give something back later. When they reached her small, worn-out apartment, Daniel noticed how she hesitated when stepping out. "Thank you," she said. It was too much. You didn't have to help me." "I'm glad I did," he replied. Before she closed the door, she paused. "Could I, maybe call you sometime? Just to say thanks properly. You're the only person today who cared." Daniel nodded without thinking. "Anytime." He left not knowing that those simple words would change his entire destiny. That evening, while Daniel was preparing dinner for Lily, his phone buzzed. Unknown number. When he answered, a deep, formal voice spoke. "Is this Daniel Hayes?" "Yes," he said cautiously. "Who is this?" "My name is Attorney Bishop, executor of Mr. Harrow's estate." Daniel froze. Why would a lawyer be calling him? "We have important matters to discuss," the attorney continued. "Please come to our office tomorrow morning." Daniel's mind spun. He wasn't family. He wasn't even close to being someone who deserved anything. He had only visited Mr. Harrow sometimes, helped him fix things around the house, listened to his stories over tea. It was kindness, nothing more. The next morning, Daniel arrived at the law office, heart pounding. When he entered the conference room, he was shocked to see Amelia already seated, looking anxious. She gave him a small, confused wave. "You got called too?" she asked. He nodded. No idea why. Then the attorney entered with a sealed envelope. "Mr. Harrow left a video message. He said, "One for both of you." The lights dimmed. The video began. Mr. Harrow appeared on screen, frail, gentle, smiling. "If you're watching this," he began, "it means my time has ended. And I must put my heart where my voice can no longer reach." He inhaled deeply. "Daniel, you were the son I never had. You visited me when no one else did, not for money, not for favors, but out of genuine care. You repaired my leaky roof, fixed my old radio, shared meals with me, and never expected anything. Kindness like yours is rare." Daniel swallowed hard, his throat tight. Mr. Harrow turned to the camera again. "And Amelia, my sweet granddaughter. You came back to me when your world rejected you. You allowed me to be your family, and you filled my last years with purpose." Amelia sobbed quietly. Then Mr. Harrow said the words that froze the room. "I am leaving everything I own, my properties, my companies, my estates, and my financial assets, to the two of you, split equally." Daniel's breath stopped. Amelia's hands flew to her mouth. "The total value," the attorney added calmly, "is approximately $500 million. The world tilted. Daniel crashed back into his chair. That can't be right. I'm nobody." But the attorney shook his head and slid forward a handwritten note. Mr. Harrow specified clearly, "Give half to Daniel. A man who gave without asking. A man who deserves a life without struggle." Amelia wiped her tears. "He loved you," she whispered. "He talked about you all the time." Daniel felt tears burning his eyes. He had helped an old man without expecting anything. And now, that kindness had returned in the most unimaginable way. Amelia reached over and grabbed his hand. "Looks like we're family now." The attorney smiled. He hoped you two would stay in each other's lives. And they did. In the days that followed, Daniel ensured Amelia had proper prenatal care, helped her move into a safer, bigger place, and accompanied her to appointments. She became close to Lily, who adored her. And slowly, naturally, something warm began to grow between them. Not forced, not rushed, just two lonely souls finding comfort in shared healing. And when Amelia finally gave birth, Daniel was there, holding her hand, promising he would never let her face anything alone again. Mr. Harrow had left them wealth. But more importantly, he left them each other. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Goodness Hub Stories for more powerful, life-changing stories.